Today, we're diving deep into 25 of the most fascinating, mind-blowing facts about China that will completely change the way you see this powerhouse of the East. Stick around till the end. You'll walk away smarter, and maybe even a little speechless. 1. China is the world's oldest continuous civilization. Civilizations like Egypt and Mesopotamia may have risen early, but China's story never stopped. Its history stretches back over 5,000 years with documented dynasties, philosophies like Confucianism and Taoism, and cultural traditions that are still alive today. That kind of cultural continuity is almost unheard of. Most ancient civilizations either fell or evolved into something entirely new. But China? It adapted, absorbed, and kept going. 2. China invented paper, gunpowder, the compass, and printing. Known as the Four Great Inventions, these are the literal tools that shaped modern humanity. Paper allowed us to record knowledge. Gunpowder changed warfare forever. The compass opened the seas for exploration. And printing made books, newspapers, and modern education possible. All of them, born in China. That's a legacy of invention that the world still builds on every single day. 3. The Terracotta Army is one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in history. Buried beneath a field in Xi'an, this life-sized clay army was found by accident in 1974. What they uncovered was breathtaking. Over 8,000 unique soldiers, horses, and chariots, each with different expressions, armor, and rank, all built to guard China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, in the afterlife. They had real weapons, intricate hairstyles, and a military formation that still confounds modern generals. 4. The Great Wall of China is longer than you think. You've seen the pictures, but did you know the full wall, including its branches and offshoots, stretches over 13,000 miles? That's longer than the distance between the North and South Pole. Built over centuries by different dynasties, it wasn't just a wall. It was a military superhighway with watchtowers, signal stations, and hidden traps. 5. The Forbidden City is a palace of staggering size and secrecy. Right in the center of Beijing sits a massive imperial compound built in the 1400s. For over 500 years, it was home to emperors and completely off-limits to the public, hence the name. With 980 buildings and more than 9,000 rooms, it's the largest palace complex on Earth. Every detail, from the colors of the roof tiles to the placement of stone lions, carries deep symbolic meaning. 6. China is the third largest country in the world. Spanning about 9.6 million square kilometers, China contains nearly every landscape imaginable: snowy mountains in the north, deserts in the west, tropical rainforests in the south, and bustling megacities in the east. It's not just big, it's geographically extreme, with a coastline longer than the distance from New York to London. 7. One country with almost every climate on Earth. China's climate diversity is staggering. You've got the icy tundra of Inner Mongolia, the baking heat of the Gobi Desert, monsoons in the southeast, and even tropical beaches on Hainan Island. This wide range supports an incredible variety of flora, fauna, and lifestyles, creating cultural microcosms within one nation. 8. The Yangtze River is a lifeline of epic proportions. Stretching over 6,300 kilometers, it's the longest river in Asia. It supports 1/3 of China's population, provides water for agriculture, and hosts the world's largest hydroelectric power station, the Three Gorges Dam. Civilizations have risen and fallen along this river for millennia. It's China's answer to the Nile or the Mississippi. 9. The giant panda is a living national treasure. Native only to China, these black and white icons were once on the brink of extinction. Through years of conservation, breeding, and protection efforts, their population is now recovering. Pandas symbolize peace and diplomacy. China often lends them to other countries as goodwill ambassadors. 10. China owns part of Mount Everest. Yes, the world's tallest mountain is shared between Nepal and China. In fact, the north face, considered more dramatic and dangerous, is accessible only from the Tibetan side. The view from base camp alone is a spiritual experience, cold, vast, and unforgettable. 11. China's high-speed rail network is the largest in the world. With over 40,000 kilometers of track, It connects nearly all major cities and reaches speeds of up to 350 kilometers per hour. These trains are so efficient that traveling from Beijing to Shanghai, over 1,300 kilometers, takes less than 5 hours. Some lines are even magnetic levitation, maglev, floating over the tracks for an ultra-smooth ride. 12. China is home to some of the fastest supercomputers ever built. The Sunway Taihu Light and Tianhe systems have, at various times, topped the global charts. These machines run millions of calculations per second and are used for everything from weather prediction to nuclear simulations to artificial intelligence. 13. Mobile payment in China is light years ahead. Forget swiping cards. People in China scan QR codes for everything. From taxis to food stalls to street performers, cash is practically obsolete. Apps like WeChat Pay and Alipay are deeply integrated into daily life, even in rural areas. 14. China has a real-life social credit system. This experimental system tracks citizen behavior, like paying bills on time or breaking traffic laws, and assigns scores. High scores can bring perks. Low scores can limit travel or job opportunities. It's controversial, but also uniquely modern, and it's already affecting millions. 15. Alibaba and JD.com are reimagining commerce. China's e-commerce giants ship billions of packages annually. Their warehouses use AI, robots, and drones. On Singles Day, China's version of Black Friday, Alibaba makes more money in 24 hours than Amazon does during the entire holiday season. 16. China has more people than any other country. With over 1.4 billion citizens, China accounts for nearly 18% of the world's population. That's more people than North America, South America, Australia, and most of Europe combined. 17. The one-child policy shaped a generation. Introduced in 1980, it was meant to control population growth. It lasted until 2015 and has led to significant social impacts, like aging demographics, gender imbalances, and a generation of only children nicknamed Little Emperors. 18. China has over 200 dialects. While Mandarin is official, the country is a linguistic mosaic. Dialects like Cantonese, Shanghainese, Hokkien, and Hakka are so distinct they can sound like different languages entirely. Traveling from one province to another is like jumping between countries, at least linguistically. 19. The Chinese New Year migration is the largest in the world. Every year, billions of trips are made as families reunite for Lunar New Year. It's called Chunyan, and it's so massive it temporarily shifts the entire country's economy, transportation, and social fabric. 20. The Gaokao is an academic mountain. China's national college entrance exam determines a student's future, and it's brutal. Some students study for years, clocking 14-hour days. The pressure is immense, and the competition is fierce. For many, it's the biggest moment of their lives. 21. There are 8 major schools of Chinese cuisine. Sichuan's numbing spice. Cantonese's delicate dim sum. Shandong's seafood. Each region's food is a reflection of its geography, climate, and culture, and they're so distinct, it's like 8 cuisines in one country. 22. Chopsticks are thousands of years old. Used since the Shang dynasty, around 1200 BCE, chopsticks aren't just utensils, they're tied to philosophy and etiquette. For example, pointing with chopsticks is rude, and sticking them vertically into rice is taboo, as it resembles funeral rites. 23. China is the largest tea producer and consumer in the world. Tea is more than a drink, it's a ritual, a medicine, and a symbol of hospitality. From ancient tea houses in Chengdu to modern tea tastings in Hangzhou, every cup is steeped in history. 24. Lunar New Year is an explosion of tradition and joy. It lasts for 15 days and involves elaborate meals, firecrackers, dragon dances, temple fairs, and red envelopes filled with lucky money. Entire cities turn red, fireworks light up the skies, and billions take part in the celebration. 25. Traditional Chinese medicine is still deeply respected. Practiced for thousands of years, it includes acupuncture, herbal remedies, and cupping therapy. Even in modern hospitals, TCM is used alongside Western medicine. The belief in balance between body, mind, and nature is still very much alive. And there you have it, 25 reasons why China isn't just another country, but a world of its own. A place where the past and future live side by side, where every street corner holds a story, and every fact reveals something astonishing. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There are countless more knowledge nuggets coming your way, and trust me, you won't want to miss them. See you in the next one. Till then, keep learning, keep growing,